My name is Celcius, owner at The Cake Lady, and today I'm going to show you a recipe for a very simple and very quick Victoria sponge cake. I love this recipe because it only actually has a few ingredients, most of which you can find in your house at any time. And like I said, it's very, very fast for those of us who don't have a lot of time to spend baking. So I have a few ingredients here. You can find the list of ingredients below along with the recipe. So it's just a bit of butter, sugar, flour, baking powder, vanilla, salt, and eggs. What we're going to do is we're going to combine all but the milk first, and then we're going to slowly incorporate the milk at the end. I'm using a KitchenAid mixer, my favorite, because it really gets everything well incorporated. So, like I said, first I'm going to add in our sugar, all of the sugar in there. I'm going to add the butter next, or the flour next, sorry. Then the butter. And I've just let this come to room temperature so that it's easy on the mixer. You never want to take the butter directly out of the fridge and add it into a recipe because it's going to just send all of your ingredients flying. So I've got all the butter here. You also don't want to melt the butter because it won't make for a good textured cake, and it won't be able to have the air that it needs to bake properly. I'm going to add the eggs next. And as I said, you can add these in any order, it doesn't matter. Just leave the milk for last. I'm going to add the baking powder, the salt, and all of the vanilla. Now that that's all in my mixer, I'm just going to mix on the slowest speed first so that everything doesn't go flying. And then I'm going to take it up to probably the next level just for a few minutes. So we'll start by mixing slowly. I'm going to clean up here. So we'll start by mixing slowly. And really, I just let it mix in order to incorporate all the ingredients. And now I'm going to slowly add the milk. And I'm going to add that at the first speed. If you like this recipe and you like our videos, you can subscribe to our channel. You can follow us on Facebook. And you can also have a look at our articles that we publish on thecakelady.ch. Okay, so I've incorporated all of the milk, and now I'm going to take our mixer up to level 2 just to finish mixing. Okay, and that's all done. So now I have a very smooth textured cake batter. I'm just going to remove that from the paddle, like so. A really great way to do this is also by using your fingers. That's probably the best spatula you can find. And so I'm going to remove all the batter from the paddle, put this on my tray, and then really important is that we make sure that all of the ingredients have been properly mixed. So I'm going to take my rubber spatula, I'm just going to go in and mix everything away from the bottom to make sure that everything has incorporated well. There's no air pockets or dry pockets of flour at the bottom to disrupt our batter. So once the batter is completely mixed, I'm going to take my pre-oiled and floured pan. You just want to use a little bit of nonstick spray and just a pinch of flour. Let it slide across the pan and empty the excess out. So I'm going to take my pre-oiled and floured pan, and I'm going to fill it up about 2/3 of the way full with batter. A really good way to do this is also by weighing your batter. So if you want to get 2 very even layers of cake, put your pan on a scale and measure, 200 grams to 400 grams for this kind of pan, depending on how high you want your cake to be. So I want my cake to be quite high, and I think that's about 350 grams of batter. Okay, so once you've got your batter into your pan, you want to just make sure to spread your batter and make sure that it's all even. Okay, we're going to bake this for about 20 minutes in a 180-degree oven, but you want to make sure to check your oven and make sure that your oven's neither too hot or too cold, because every oven is different. Test your cake by pricking it with a cake tester or a wooden skewer to make sure it's done. Like I said, it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. So happy baking, and subscribe to our channel and like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram.